what is the most unusual makeup request you have ever received?
मुझे और गोरा करो. Because the lip balm can be used as a blush, as a lip, as an eyeshadow, everything. Everything is not as rosy as it looks. Babe, there's nothing wrong with you. जो चीज आपके लिए बनी है, कोई भी उसको छीन नहीं सकता है. Came headlines of Mumbai Mirror on the front page saying that Aishwarya Rai rejects foreign makeup artists and asks for Ojas Rajani.
Hi everyone, welcome to Manage Well Show Season 2, where we celebrate health, fitness and the vibrant tapestry of human stories. Today we have a very special guest who not only embodies the essence of our show, but adds a unique and inspiring chapter to the narrative. So without further ado, let's extend a warm welcome to Ojas Rajani. Hello. Oh my God, Ojas, welcome to our show. I'm so happy to have you here. You look so pretty.
You, my lovely? Good to see you.
Same here. Come, let's sit.
Thank you.
Ojas, from a chartered accountant to now a renowned celebrity makeup artist, you've come a long way. How does it feel? How has been your entire journey?
I think it feels fantastic because, like I told you when we were chit-chatting, that I was a great student academically and I was good in sports, in elocution, dancing, everything. But obviously, you know, during those days, always such a pansy, this, that. So I think that really, I didn't feel inferior about it, but I said, well, you think I'm not good enough? Well, screw you, I'm going to show you I'm good enough, and I'm bloody good enough. And I kind of started modeling when I was in the 10th standard as a boy, obviously, and I used to make good money that time, touch wood. I started doing window displays, you know, there were a lot of stores called Benzer, Sheetal, Rupam those days, Glitterati, into Plaza. So I was always very focused, and when I went to college, you know, in Bombay you have FIJ, so that was when I went to college, I got introduced to fellow friends who were like me, or, you know, who were definitely the term gay or whatever we call it. So they gave me a lot of encouragement saying that, babe, there's nothing wrong with you and you're so bloody talented. And I participated in the college fashion show. And I remember my teacher made me choreograph the show, do hair and makeup, because that time also I knew a little bit, because you know, you watch your mom and your sister.
So you had that natural talent
That
with
natural,
yourself.
I would say it's a God gift, definitely, in the type talent. So I guess I was very flamboyant and very focused and dedicated. I knew what I wanted. And obviously I did my studies very well. I graduated from Sydenham College with ICW and my chartered accountancy. And my father said you have to start working, and that I was a model. So you know how Gujarati parents go, it's a very big distraction. Bhale paisa aa raha hai, lekin ye achhi Lakshmi nahi hai, aisa hai, waisa. You know how important thing, and that's what they were taught by their parents. So it was that mentality that no, just you should become, you know, businessman's son has to be a businessman. So I remember I used to lay in Chapati, and from Chapati to go to Andheri by local train, oh my God, with those formal shirt pants, and I'm like such a diva, I can't handle the heat, can't handle this. So I went for 6 months to work, and that time there were no mobiles, so I bunked to work one day, and they must have called my dad, which I didn't know. So when I went home, my father said, you didn't go to work. I said, yes, I didn't go to work, and I'm not going tomorrow onwards. You kill me, you throw me at the house, I don't want to go, period. And my mom's sister lives in Miami. So she said, I think we should pack off Ojas from here, because I think all her friends are encouraging her to be more gay and more camp. So I think wahan jayenge, you know how it is, sudhar jayega bachcha, you know, that's the right tempo which parents feel. I said, okay, great. And I went off to Miami, and I think the time I started working there, it was a company called Cotton City Limited, which my Masi owns. So it does clothes, it does this kind of jewelry, high-end jewelry in 18 karat, 20 karat and everything. And they used to sell perfumes, makeup brands, which people never knew in India about. My Masi's Bahu was a Spanish lady, and she said, oh, you're so good at makeup, why don't you try pursue it? I said, yeah, but my parents, oh my God, they'll hear about makeup and they'll freak out, you know. So she said, no, wait, let's register you and try it out. So I registered to the Miami School of Hair and Makeup, Beauty Skills of America, Florida.
So that's where your destiny
And that's where my journey started, from a chartered accountant to a makeup artist. And again, while doing the course, I got Baywatch series with Brandy Rodriguez and Pamela Anderson.
My God, at that time.
Can you imagine? So I always thank God, because I had worked with Brandy Rodriguez for Baywatch, and when I came to India, Vashu Bagdani was producing a movie, Out of Control, with Ritesh Deshmukh and Brandy Rodriguez. So she said, I only know Ojas, I want Ojas.
Okay. So how is this journey different, Hollywood to Bollywood? Like how is it different, both the industries?
I think now Bollywood has evolved a lot, because everything is corporates, people are putting in money, so it's a little more professional. When we started, it was a little haywire in terms of schedules going haywire. Now everything is so particular that if you're given 20 days, you have to finish the job in 20 days. Like, I don't know if you know, I acted in a movie called I, which was a South super duper movie. And I think they are so professional that 12 o'clock pack-up means 12 o'clock, or 4 o'clock pack-up means 4 o'clock. They will not, kind of bat an eyelid beyond that. And they know that they have, because Hindi movies take 1 year to make, whereas their movies finish in 6 months or 4 months. But they know their work to the T, and they are so organized, which is hats off to them.
So they follow a good process.
And they follow Hollywood, basically, I would say. Because Hollywood is exactly like this, that if you're given this time, you cannot be late, your stomach is hurting. For our business, I'm sure your business, there's a saying that the show must go on. Kuch bhi ho, kaam hona hi. I'll give an example. My father expired on the 4th of January. And I had a bride that day at ITC Parel, which is 10 minutes from my house. And Papa expired in my arms. Can you imagine what my halat must be at 9:30 in the morning? And we had to rush him to the hospital because we were not sure he's living or dead, And when I go to the hospital, the doctor says he's dead. I just slapped. I said, you cannot tell me this. What will I go home and tell my mother? I don't know how to face my mother. And luckily called the Brahma Kumaris that all reached home. I come with the body home and I call my sister. She said, hum log dopair ko 2 baje pahunchenge because, the flight from Dubai comes. So my mother said, go to your bride, because this is what Papa and me always love, that you are a workaholic. We want to see you. Like, imagine I went with a heavy heart to do the bride. My team is right. You can ask them. They were there with me.
How did you manage? And
I looked like one dead body. I was half crying, bawling out. I didn't know what I was doing. And the bride said, just do my makeup and leave. Let your team do the rest. I did that. I come home. My sisters come. We do the Agni Sanskar. Then we go to Ban Gangaba or the Asiya. Again, in the night flight, we go at 8 o'clock to Baroda for another bride, which I had a booking for.
Oh my God, that's called dedication.
So I always tell people, lot of time, नहीं आज मेरा पेट दुख रहा है, मैं नहीं आऊँगा मेरे घर में. I said, अगर मेरे डैडी गुजर गए हम काम पे जा सकते हैं तो उससे कोई ज़्यादा बहाना नहीं होता. I said, I'm sorry, there is no excuse good enough.
So why Miami? Why did you not learn in India? Just because your parents wanted you to be away, that was the reason, or like?
No, also my parents wanted me to leave also, and plus I tried approaching one of the so-called top makeup artists of Bombay.
Okay.
Of Bollywood, and he said, oh, you're so bloody flamboyant, you're so gay, and he himself is gay. So I'm like, excuse me, you yourself are gay, but he's a closet gay, he looks like a man, doesn't want people to know. And I told him, you won't believe it, I told him that there'll be one day when people work more with you than, just you being the guru or whatever. And he also used to work a lot with Aishwarya, and I started working with Aishwarya. So I told him, I called him, I said, darling, do you know that you were the one who rejected me, and you were flying very high, Aishwarya. I said, today Aishwarya, Katrina, Deepika, everybody's worked with me, right from Urmila to like... Nothing, he obviously had a big complex towards me, but like I say, that God always gives you a chance. So what if you Google on Aishwarya Rai, she's written on Mumbai Mirror that by the end of the day, your work speaks volumes. Because during action replay, Vipul Shah, another Gujarati, was trying to save money, was getting some normal makeup artist, and she insisted, I want Ojas Rajani. So it became headlines of Mumbai Mirror on the front page saying that Aishwarya Rai rejects foreign makeup artists and asks for Ojas Rajani.
Not to forget, you have a huge YouTube presence also, not just Instagram. So you share your makeup tutorial so well. Right. How does it make it feel to inspire so many up and coming artists?
I think I would love to thank Shankar, who's the director of the movie I, because I've worked with Shankar in all his films, right from Aishwarya's debut movie Jeans to Hindustani with Urmila and Manisha Koirala. If you remember, there was a song, Latka Dikha Diya Humne Tara. Yeah. So I did that movie. Then I did Shreya Saran and Rajnikant's movie Shivaji. Then I did Aparachit Vikram and Sada. And then I did Robot, and Robot made headlines worldwide because she really looked like a goddess. And again, it was working in very difficult conditions because to reach South America, Machu Picchu takes 5 days. And whether it's cold or hot, the show must go on. We're working, But when you see that whole work on a large screen, you feel so nice that wow.
But with all the pros of social media, there are some cons also. Social media can hit you hard sometimes. They troll and they comment. Does it affect you in any way?
Like I said, I've always never given shit. Like I said, social media is just a comment. But when we used to be in school and college, also people used to sometimes make fun of you or whatever, talk behind your back. But like I said, जो हाथी होता है वो हमेशा अपनी शान में ऊपर अपनी ट्रंक को उठा के चलता है, और फिर उसके आजू बाजू में अगर कुत्ते बिल्ली भौंकते हैं तो उसको कोई फर्क नहीं पड़ता. So I think that's the way one should be. But yes, sometimes I don't feel sad, but I feel sorry for such people because I always feel कि ये सब किसी की निंदा करना या गॉसिप करना या किसी को पुल डाउन करना, वो कौन करता है जो अपनी जिंदगी में खुश नहीं है. उन्होंने कुछ काम जिंदगी में कुछ हासिल नहीं किया या माँ बाप के टुकड़े पे पले हैं. to be very honest. And I think there's somewhere down the line I feel like I have a friend who's a psychiatrist. So she's saying, Ojas, ये लोग होते हैं जिसको अंदर से inferiority complex
Exactly, I was
होता
about
है या
to say
कहीं ना
that.
कहीं frustration अपना होता है कि वो कुछ कामयाब नहीं हो पाए तो किसी के बारे में निंदा करो, troll करो.
किसी के बारे में बात करना तो सबसे आसान चीज है.
Yeah.
I mean, if you can't do anything, you might as well talk about
Yeah,
someone
exactly.
else. Can you recall any one early rejection experience that
Definitely, I remember I was
stung
shooting
but
for
ultimately
Ulka
pushed
advertising
you?
agency for Garnier ad. I don't want to give his name, but he was from the advertising guy, good-looking hunk, and he was a creative director. And maybe he was not sure of his sexuality, so he started behaving very homophobic for me. And I was rejected the ad. Imagine it was confirmed and last minute saying no, किसी और makeup artist को book कर दिया गया है.
Just for the reason.
Yeah, and the model was Dipanita Sharma.
Okay.
Cut to look at कुदरत का तमाचा उसके मुंह पे. जब shoot हुआ, तो Subodh was the director and he said no यार मजा नहीं आ रहा है. We need to call Ojas. तो उसके मुंह पे ही तमाचा पड़ा. They said नहीं and they had to call me.
Oh, so he himself rejected and himself.
Yeah,
called
then
you.
they had to call me. And same thing happened during a movie of Yashra, Neil and Nikki, which was with Tanisha Mukherjee, Kajol's sister, and Uday Chopra. And my tickets are done, visas done. I'm supposed to fly day after. And लोग का phone नहीं आता. So I call up, क्या हो रहा है? Saying नहीं, shoot postpone हो गया, cancel हो गया. So ठीक है, बताना फिर. Luckily I taken my advance of some lakhs, whatever. Cut to, I get a midnight call from Tanish saying, you bitch, where are you? I said, what do you mean, where are you? Saying, हम लोग पहुंच गए New Zealand and you're not here. I said, what? They told me that the shoot is cancelled, you know. They're saying, no, no, and they told me that you've ditched. I said, this is what it is. And then we come to know that some asshole from the production had taken a female makeup artist because he wanted to have a gala time with, and the female makeup artist was all over him as well, you know. There are all kinds of makeup artists. So that's how it happened. And then again, they tried to call me back. No, now you must come because they don't like the work. So what I'm trying to say is that people make play game that जो चीज़ आपके लिए बनी है कोई भी उसको छीन नहीं सकता है और जो आपके लिए नहीं बनी है उसके पीछे आप लाख भागो. Like I was in love with this guy and it worked for 3 years. I caught him red-handed with my own very good friend. So that was a wake-up call that babe, wake up because this is not meant for you. And the good thing which happened was when I was in love with him, I used to go every time to St. Stephen's Church evening में and go from my house to Sizzivinayak every Tuesday walking. But Bhagwan had planned कि भाई Ojas का career मुझे आगे बढ़ाना है. So when I started walking, I feel God felt great for me कि that relation got over, my career went where? नहीं तो I would have still been like a puppy dog behind my lover. Correct. So I guess when you take rejection positively, you don't feel it as a rejection. You feel like a reality check from the Supreme Soul that babe, wake up, this is not meant for you. There's a better thing waiting for you there.
So Ojas, finally considering your journey, how do you perceive your impact on the makeup industry and what changes would you like to see in terms of inclusivity and diversity?
I think our makeup industry has evolved fantastically, but definitely I feel सोशल मीडिया का कहीं ना कहीं कुछ ज़्यादा इम्पैक्ट हो रहा है इन अ बैड वे ऑल्सो. जैसे आपने बोला ट्रोलिंग या सपोजिंग आजकल आपको सबको मालूम है कि लोग लाइक्स व्यूज फॉलोअर्स बढ़ा सकते पैसे के एक बटन से नॉन ऑर्गेनिकली एज वेल. एंड दो पीपल नो वेदर इट्स ब्राइड्स टू बी और एक्टर्स एनीथिंग, पर वो लोग देखते नहीं जो बोलते हैं ना चढ़ते सूरज को सब देखते हैं या जो दिखता है वो बिकता है. बट वी टोल्ड हिम बिकॉज आई लिव इन अ वेरी हाई राइज बिल्डिंग एंड आई हैव सीन किड्स आर बैक आंसरिंग मॉम, oh fuck you mom, get me the latest iPhone, I don't want the motor, today I will only go in the Ferrari, I will not go in the Maruti. You know, I mean, there's so much of, you know, unhygienic bickering happening even among the kids. कि वो लोग क्या सीख रहे हैं ये सब. So social media should be curbed somewhere down the line and the kids should be taught in school कि social media is a gimmick, right? I mean, the competition becoming so bitchy and so severe, which is not right, right?
Actually.
There is enough for everybody in your plate to eat. I mean, great, if you are more than me, well, good for you, God bless you with more. But I guess somewhere down the line, social media also has to be curbed and not taken so seriously. You know, people take it way too seriously. So when I tell all my makeup artists, followers, friends, my to-be students that ठीक है सबकी बारी आएगी and आप खाली गधे की तरह सोशल मीडिया के मत पीछे भागो because everything is edited Photoshop. Whether it's a Sonam Kapoor, whether it's Alia Bhatt, अगर आलिया भट्ट के फोटो देखो शादी के unedited pictures आप गूगल पे जाएंगे तो she looking very plain Jane mediocre, आँख के नीचे जोरियाँ दिख रही है. Suddenly आप देखते हो उनकी मैरिज में पूरा Photoshop करके सब डाल दिया. Or whether it's an Aishwarya Rai. So I think everything is so bad in the face that suddenly people are so enamored कि नहीं हमको भी ऐसा ही दिखना है, हमको भी वैसा ही करना है. But have a reality check. You know, look at the other side of life as well. Everything is not as rosy as it looks. You know, that's a kahavat, which is so true.
Which is actually very true.
Which is so true, right?
So, Ojas, you own an academy. Tell us about your journey of owning such a successful brand.
Thanks again to mom and dad because I had an empty flat in Bandra which I owned. So I used to go there regularly and I'd done it up so beautifully. You're so attached, you know, it's like a lot of attachment with them. And I used to live there for 2 years because when I was doing Bollywood, I used to only stay in Bandra because everything is in and out. I remember Jacqueline Fernandez's first movie, Aladdin and Jaane Kahan Se. Again, she used to stay in my house because she didn't have a place to stay, poor thing. And then she dheere worked so hard and bought her own house. I feel that house also is very blessed. And I used to always feel that whenever I used to work on shoots or wherever, whoever was my assistant, I used to break my head making them understand what is to be done. Because they've never trained with me. So I realized, why don't I train people? Because so many people are, you know, kind of deprived of it. So I just somehow, just, you know, kind of asked, like, tabhi Instagram nahi tha, 14 saal pehle koi Instagram nahi tha. So I just suddenly told one or two people कि हम लोग सोच रहे हैं ऐसा course करने के लिए. And a lot of people knew a little bit, I've done Aishwarya, I've done this one, that one. And a lot of bridal makeup artists started inquiring from Borivali, Kandivali, which is very strange for because I'm a townie. So for me to relate to them, suddenly they came and we said, chalo ek batch karke dekhte hain, touch with God's grace. One good batch happens and they send other clients because our work also, though our large social media may, you know, we blow out trumpet, but also our work is word of mouth.
If you do good work, it comes back
fast.
Yeah,
it always comes back in, you know, leaps and bounds. So I guess suddenly this academy started doing very well.
So Ojas, your sheer determination in those early struggling days to follow your dreams is so admirable and relatable. And see where it has led to you to. And enumeration of achievements from Hollywood to Bollywood. And that's a great success story, which everybody would dream of like. So why don't we now get into little some kind of fun time? All right, Ojas, it's time to get quirky. I'm going to pepper you with some totally random rapid fire questions. And I want you to answer with whatever pops into that creative mind first. So, the first one, if makeup could talk, what do you think your favorite lipstick would say about you?
Kiss me.
Oh, that's wonderful. If makeup products had personalities, which one would be your best friend?
Mascara.
Okay. Describe your morning skincare routine in 3 words.
Cleanse, hydrate and smile.
Smile is the best one. If you could travel time and make up your any historical figure, who would it be?
Rani Lakshmi Bai.
Oh my God. If you had to do makeup for a fictional character, who would it be?
Cinderella.
Oh. If you could travel back in time and give any 60s or 70s heroines a makeover, who would it be?
I love one and only Madhubala.
Okay, that's a favorite choice for all of us.
Yes, she's stunning.
One word for the makeup look of these actors. Aishwarya Rai Bachchan, Deepika Padukone, Anushka Sharma, Priyanka Chopra, Alia Bhatt and Kaira Advani. One word.
Less is more.
Okay. What is the most unusual makeup request you have ever received?
मुझे और गोरा करो. God.
Seriously?
Yeah, because we live in India where everybody is like so
Judging
sad, whether it's
by the skin
Kolkata
tone.
or Chennai or Bombay, everybody, even Marwari girls, everything, everybody wants to look fair.
Isn't Dusky beautiful?
I think Malaika Arora, Smita Patil, who is no more, I think I used to adore her, her skin tone, Chitrangana, but look at her, she hardly has a career because she's not fair.
If your makeup kit could only have 3 items for the rest of your life, what would they be?
A mascara, a concealer and a lip balm. Because the lip balm can be used as a blush, as a lip, as an eyeshadow, everything. So you don't need more.
So you're getting smart with that strategically. Share a guilty pleasure beauty product that you secretly love.
Lip injection. There's something called lip injection with the lip powder, which is by Too Faced, which actually plumps your lips temporarily for 2 to 3 hours. So it saves the pain of actually going and doing, you know, lip fillers.
Okay, nice. If you were a color, what would it be?
White.
Okay,
White
pure
is
and
the form
serene.
of purity and serene, so that's what I love.
If you could use only one beauty product for the rest of your life, then let's see how smart you are.
Oh my God, okay. Besan ka atta.
If you had to choose between a bold lip or a dramatic eye, which one would you pick?
Dramatic eye always. That's my USP signature style.
Okay. So beach workout, gym session or meditation, which one do you prefer?
Meditation.
Of course, this was an easy guess for you. Having known you, having so much of Brahma Kumari all this while.
It keeps me going.
Ojas, with this we come to the glittering end of our quirky makeup adventure. Thank you for joining us on this insightful journey into the world of self-care, which has added a new dimension to our conversation. Your talent not only enhances outer beauty, but also reflects the importance of being you. Thank you, Ojas, for gracing our couch today. We have a poster here, so maybe we can go up
Please.
I want you to sign it.
Oh my God.
Wow.
So always
Wow.
do your best, God will do the rest.
So this reminds me of a phrase, God is in execution. You're just doing what you're bit.
Definitely.
Come, let's.
Thank you.
So until next time, take care and remember our motto, stay healthy and be wealthy. Thanks for joining Manage Well today. If you found the insights valuable, hit subscribe and ring the bell. Listen to the full episode on Spotify. Looking forward to continuing the conversation with you. Until next time, stay healthy, be wealthy.